Nobody leaves a hospital system or an organization because they have to do 3 extra clicks. They leave because they feel like they don't belong and what they do doesn't matter and their work doesn't matter. What comes up for you when I say that?
I think that's exactly right. What I heard over and over again from the parents that I interviewed and the adults that I interviewed was that no matter where they were working these days, they often felt, like cogs in a machine. They felt interchangeable. They didn't feel uniquely seen and known. And that is many times at the root of burnout. William Damon studies purpose in young people at Stanford. And he said, it's not stress necessarily that is causing so much mental health damage. It's meaninglessness. It's feeling like what we do does not have meaning, that we are not connected to our impact. And I love your idea of the values-based identity versus goal-based identity. You had a better term than that, achievement. So one of the things that I found fascinating in my research was how our values impact our well-being. So just to oversimplify this quickly, no matter where we live in the world, researchers find we all have about a dozen core values inside all of us, that they split up into extrinsic values and intrinsic values. Extrinsic values are, wanting to get the fellowship or the brand name title, the big house, popularity, looking a certain way. These things are extrinsic values. Intrinsic values are things like wanting to be pro-social, wanting to be a good neighbor, wanting to grow as a person. Those are intrinsic values. And values operate like a zero-sum game. So the more time and energy you put into pursuing extrinsic values, the less room you have in your life for pursuing the intrinsic ones. And here's why this matters. Extrinsic values are linked with negative mental health and substance abuse disorder. Intrinsic values are linked with the well-being that we want for ourselves and that we want for our kids. And so it doesn't mean never to be motivated by shiny things. Yes, you can want shiny things in your life, but what you need is balance. We are imbalanced as a society. And it's not that high performers in these high achieving communities don't have good values. It's that our extrinsic values are constantly being activated with people's LinkedIn post promotions or who's getting celebrated at the hospital, who's getting celebrated in the workplace. So at home, in our interior lives, we need to know that we have these extrinsic values being activated. And the first step is really just to have that awareness